Hello everyone, this is Chelsea from Those with Words. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am setting up a Passport Traveler's Notebook insert for my partner. This is going to be a coffee notebook. We started playing around with espresso a little bit recently and he was actually interested in using this Pilot Acroball pen with this Passport insert that I had. This insert actually is from the Olive Passport Traveler's Notebook that I recently purchased, and it comes with this just like default Traveler's Company insert. And I told him I have a small empty notebook if you would like to use it to take notes as you make espresso, and he actually said, yeah, let's go for it. So I'm super excited to be able to set this up for him. He gave me some leeway with decorating, so I'm using this Yun Charm coffee stamp set and this Shachihara and Artnik stamp pads in the sand and in that dark brown color. So yeah, my partner is not usually one for taking too many notes in an analog way. He does a lot of things digitally, keeps notes on his phone, and a lot of his work has to do with like spreadsheets and things like that. So definitely not really like a, writing kind of guy. He does take notes in meetings and things sometimes if he needs to jot stuff down, but this kind of thing is definitely new. And so he gave me some room to decorate the front page. And once you're inside, it's like this inside front page, if you will. So I could decorate that too. And so here I am just kind of stamping things out and trying to look for a way to make sure it looks cute. I also have this alphabet stamp set that I purchased in Japan, and I'm just going to stamp coffee. And on the upper left-hand side, you're seeing my Lawn Fawn stamp chamois, which I've been using for a long time. It's basically a stamp cleaner. You just wet it with water and you clean off your stamps on it, and it is really effective. Mine looks super dirty because I've been using it for a long time, and so I kind of wash it out every now and then, but it's still working really well. So I just stamped out the word coffee, just wanted to keep it simple. And now I'm going into this Molinta sticker book to try and see what coffee related PT or stickers that I have in here. And I found this really nice coffee one, and I thought it would go perfectly with the theme, so I put that one down. There are a couple other ones, but they were really big, and so I don't know if I choose any additional ones here. So that one, I think that says 100% coffee. I thought that would look really cute on the front cover, so I went ahead and put that down. I definitely have some other ones, but yeah, they are very large, and this is a passport size traveler's notebook insert, so not a whole lot of room here, so I'm trying my best here. I actually asked my partner if he'd be interested in using my cover. So right now, because I'm using my Olive Traveler's Notebook as a wallet, I have my Camel Traveler's Notebook, which is customized and everything. It's free for use right now, so I was actually like, do you want a Traveler's Notebook leather cover as well? And he said no, so it's basically just going to be this notebook for him. I am also going through my PT collection, if you will. It's like this accordion folder where I just keep all of my PT samples, whether it's from my own collection or samples gifted to me by friends. So I am taking out a couple of different ones that resemble coffee. They're not always all coffee. I think the one that I'm cutting out right now is actually more related to tea, but that's okay. I am just kind of picking out all the ones that I think will go along with the theme. And like I said earlier, just trying to use ones that are not too overwhelming for the size of this notebook. And sometimes I take a little bit of time to like position where the PET tapes are going to go. And I'm going back and forth here. I'm using that clip, by the way, on the right-hand side to make sure that the notebook stays closed when I'm working on like each of the, whether it's the front page or the front cover or like this cover page of the notebook. I just want to make sure that the paper flap actually stays down. And so I've got that clip, and then I also have the Travelers Company, the big brass clip to hold down the front cover. I also couldn't help myself. I was trying to use this really cute washi tape. It's like a big washi roll, and I decided to use it on the inside of this front page, or basically once you go past the back of the front cover page of the notebook. It sounds more confusing than it actually is. I think if you're watching right now, you're like, I get it. You don't need to describe every little page to me. So hopefully you can understand what I'm talking about. But that page isn't really going to be used for anything. So I decided to put that washi tape down. And then I also used a Classic-y brown grid washi tape, which is such a classic. I placed that down as well. And then I went through my sticker folder and found this sheet. It's really cute. It reminds me of Blue Bottle Coffee, actually. It's not Blue Bottle Coffee stickers, but because it's coffee stickers and it's got a lot of blue in it, that's what it reminds me of. I put down a couple of stickers, or I guess just one actually, before I decided to go look for something else. Now I am looking through my vinyl sticker collection, which I actually have so many of. And I'm digging out a few here that are sort of coffee themed and trying to choose one to put on the front cover. And the one I ended up going with is this really cute Brewster sticker. Brewster is, if you're not familiar, a character from the Animal Crossing video game series. And he runs his own cafe in the game called The Roost. And because my partner and I love coffee, we love that feature in Animal Crossing, and we love Brewster. So I thought it would be so perfect to put that down on the front cover. And then now I'm in the first full spread, if you will, of the empty pages in the Traveler's Notebook insert. And I had a request from my partner. We bought these espresso beans from Blue Bottle. And basically, I want to be able to save the title of what it's actually called, as well as the instructions in the back. So I brought out my paper cutter to trim it down a little bit. This label is a little bit too wide for the passport size insert. And so first here, I am just cutting out the name of the beans that we purchased. And then, like I said, I'm trimming down the edges to make sure that the instructions, details, things like that will actually fit into a page inside the passport insert. These particular pages, I remember asking, do you want me to also decorate these pages? And he was like, no, let's just keep it simple. Basically what he wants to do is experiment with these beans, make the coffee, try to figure out the perfect level of how fine or coarse the ground should be, and how it tastes, and until we kind of get to that flavor profile that we really, really like. And then once he figures that out, he wants to write that down into this notebook so he remembers how to make it, even months from now, right? So it's going to be a little reference notebook, and I think it's a really cool idea because obviously my partner and I have our own, preferences when it comes to how coffee tastes, and whatever is, recommended may not be our preference at home. And so I think this is a really cool idea to keep track of that and to just have it handy. And also if I ever really work the espresso machine, which to be honest with you, I haven't really played with because I'm not as knowledgeable about coffee stuff as my partner is, but I enjoy coffee. So if I ever wanted to try and make it, I could also look at this notebook as well. The plan is for this notebook to sit with all the other coffee stuff, so that we can easily reach it when we have, when we go to our little coffee kitchen cart / island that we have now. And I'm using some double-sided tape to put these down because the thickness of the paper is actually quite noticeable. It's very sturdy, and I mean, that's a good thing. But because of that, like if I used a glue stick or even like a tape runner, I feel like it wouldn't be as effective in making sure that these materials stay down on the page. So I just have these double-sided tape. I actually got this one from Daiso in Japan. I realize we have Daiso here in the United States as well, but while I was there, I was like, why not? Let's just grab some of these double-sided tape because I already really like the ones I've used before, and I had just kind of run out of, or I was almost out of the one that I had been using, so I purchased this one, which is like actually a really skinny double-sided tape, and it's just as effective. I would say the only thing is, as you can see here, I am trying to, peel off the double-sided tape each and every single time, and sometimes it can be a little bit of a challenge. I find this more with this like skinnier double-sided tape than the slightly broader one that I used before. So who knows, maybe after these ones I'll go back to using the broader ones, but for now it works. And I mean, that is, I think, pretty much it. There is the cover, the inside cover, and that extra washi tape that I used because it's cute. And he can use that front page, the opening page, as like an index if he likes. And the 2 beans that we purchased, and enough space for notes on the other side, and there's plenty of room otherwise. I'm really excited for him to track his coffee progress in this notebook. Thank you so much for watching.